Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope everybody's doing fantastic today on this fine... It's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's Thursday because that's when we stream. That's when we do the podcast.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to Respawn Please, the weekly video game podcast where two dum-dums, I'm switching it back.
Oh, switch it back.
Where two dum-dums talk all things video games from news to musings and to the games themselves. I'm your host, the solitary gamer and lover of stories, Jesús. And with me is my co-host, the Mercy Main and Curious Gamer, the Stupendous, the Wondrous. Any more adjectives I can put in there? I don't know. Elle, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for all those adjectives. It made me feel even more special.
Yeah, there was two adjectives and then whatever.
And then add everything else in there.
Yeah, just That's pretend everything else is there. So how's it going? How was your week? How's your week been so far?
It's been good. It's been good. Before we started the podcast, I was telling you that I got this new desk that I was super excited. So now it makes everything a whole lot easier here, and it just looks so much doper. I'll probably put it up on Instagram and share it or something. But I love this new desk that my partner got me. She's amazing. And other than that, I've been just finishing up some little side projects here and there, doing a little work. And trying to get back into finishing Dying Light.
Ugh, God, don't even mention fucking that. I mean, we're going to talk about it later on in the show, but don't even mention Dying Light to me. God damn.
Oh, my Lord.
God, now these headphones are crapping out on me. I had, technical issues on my side right at the beginning.
It's okay. How's your week?
Monday was good. Tuesday was good. Tuesday, I don't know what happened Tuesday. I went to bed at, I would say I went to bed at a reasonable time Monday night.
Okay.
1 o'clock in the morning. I think that's reasonable for me.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Okay.
I thought I went at a reasonable time. Tuesday came. I slept until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Woo!
I don't know what happened to my body. But it just rejected me. And then Wednesday, my dog, she's right under me right now. She just got back from the vets actually today.
Oh, wow, okay.
She ate a bag of rat poison yesterday.
Whoa.
Yep. She was throwing up. She had to get her stomach pumped, and then the vets had to keep her for the night.
Oh,
and
wow.
So, but she's back, and this is why she's being clingy with me, because she's been gone all day. But she's right underneath me.
Oh.
And
well, hopefully she gets better soon.
Yeah. But she's doing good. But yeah, they had to pump her stomach, sedate her and all that stuff, and make sure she was not going to die. So yeah. The week, that was my day yesterday.
Crazy.
And like, and the reason she got into the rat poison because we had there's mice and stuff in the garage, and so my dad was putting out the poison and stuff, and then they look like those dental bones,
Yeah.
the little
dental chews.
Yeah, they look like that. And so she just walks over and goes, well, num 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 num.
Oh,
Gotta eat them up. And so yeah, Margie, will you stop? She's like putting her paw on me right now. Y'all can't see her. She's underneath me. She's underneath the desk. She's being a clingy pup. But yeah. And then today, but yeah, because of that yesterday, I had to cancel my classes because I was like stressed out. I was like, my dog is gonna die. If my dog dies, I'm going to die myself because this is my puppy. This is my baby. I love her to death. Anyways, we don't need to talk about that stuff. Today's Thursday. We have a lot of video game news to talk about. We had a PlayStation State of Play drop yesterday.
State of Play.
Well, we didn't have it. Sony dropped it.
Yeah.
We have Overwatch news to talk about. I know you're excited about that.
Ooh.
And then if we have time, we'll just talk about some of the big game releases that came out this year. Sound good?
Okay. Yep.
Sound good to you?
Great.
I hope it sounds good to you, listeners. Oh my God, I'm getting a freaking spam phone call according to Google. Screen call and then die. Whatever. I don't know if anybody could hear my phone ringing, but there you go. And then
bling bling.
One of my students just emailed me. My God, what is happening in my life? People leave me. My phone needs to stop. Report spam. I don't want to talk. Goodbye. Anyways. All right. I'm getting distracted.
So much going on.
I'm like overloaded right now. So let's talk about the State of Play. I'm gonna run the State of Play underneath the stream.
Okay.
It's gonna be muted. It's just gonna be the video.
Okay.
I'm gonna have that running. But the first game that got shown off was Exo Primal. What are your thoughts about Exo Primal? I'm curious.
when I first saw it, I was like, okay, hold on. I thought it actually. This is gonna sound really random, and it's very like retro of me. I thought it was something like Dino Crisis, but with like these robots. And so, if you remember, Dino Crisis was kind of like that Resident Evil esque, like a dinosaur game where you're basically trying to get out of this like base that dinosaurs have overrun.
Uh-huh.
Then I was like, oh, this is kind of like Gundam with dinosaurs in a way, and it looks okay to me. I thought it was okay. I wasn't super like blown away by it, but it made me laugh a little bit because I was also looking at the comments and people as they were watching it live. I was like, "This is hilarious." People's comments, but I think it
Yeah.
looks kind of interesting. Like it might be a cool little game, just kind of little, run around trying to fight dinosaurs here and there, But
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah. I agree. I could for some reason like all things are going on right now. Fucking OBS was not playing it underneath. I would start the video and switch over to OBS, but then it would pause and it would just go to a black screen.
wow.
So you know what? There's no video running underneath this because I don't want to deal with this right now. But yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm stressed out about this. I needed more than 10 minutes, man. As I was
It's all right. It's all right.
but yeah, on Exo Primal, the only note I had for Exo Primal was that it's mech suits versus dinosaurs.
Yes, basically.
Mech suits versus,
Basically.
but it looks like it's going to be a multiplayer game. I got the impression of like a live service type thing. I don't know if it was said during this thing. This is one of those things where like I thought it looked cool. I got excited. I was like, "Oh, mech suits and dinosaurs? That's fucking cool." I'm never gonna play this game. there's like little chance I would ever play this game. The only way I could see myself playing this game is if it's like a free game, like from the what is it called, PlayStation Plus stuff. Collect what they, every month they release a game. They give you a game for free or whatever.
Exactly, give you a game. Yeah.
So like that's the only way I would see myself playing this game, unless it's a free to play game. I mean, if it's free to play, might as well. But like,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, like I don't see myself playing this. I thought the concept is cool. That's kind of original, I guess. Original idea, exosuits, dinosaurs. You don't see that often. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's just I don't see myself playing it. I also don't see this game launching and capturing the hearts of gamers. At least I don't.
I could see that. I know. I get it. It makes sense. It seems like a game that'll just be, out there again in the wild, just like the rest of these games that come out.
Yeah,
it seems fun if you'd had like maybe if it is going to be multiplayer. You said, right?
Yeah.
So multiplayer. It seems like something fun if you just want to put this game on and not really think too hard and play with friends and stuff. And so like kind of like just like a little simple beat 'em up or
Yeah. So,
but other than that, yeah.
So yeah, let me I'm gonna open up a article from GamesBeat right now.
Okay.
It is Exo Primal is a co-op. It's a co-op game by Capcom. That's all this article fucking says. This is a useless article. I'm kidding. But yeah, it's a co-op game. So yeah, I could see like maybe like a week, maybe get with a friend for like a weekend or two and doing it. But
exactly.
like I don't see this game sustaining.
Probably. After a month.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even say a month, dude. I would say like a week. It launches a week, it's cool, and then it goes away. But maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe it'll come and it'll be like the best thing ever. I don't know.
Did it say how much it's retailing for?
It did not. I did not see it in the article.
That'll be a big thing because if this game is like $60, I'd be like, I'd be like, I'm not paying for that. $60, I don't think it's worth 60. It doesn't look like it to me.
Okay, never mind. I was about to be like, what? I read something. I read. I'm reading another article from Polygon about Exo Primal, and one of the paragraphs is like, which launched in early access on Xbox One and Xbox Series X last spring. They're talking about a different game. So why the hell did you even include it in this article? I got beef now. No, I'm kidding.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I don't see a price for it. But yeah, if this game comes out at like $60, $70, no way.
No.
It's not gonna. I don't see it. But it looks cool. It's just it definitely doesn't seem like a game for me. I did like the I guess the like, what was it, T-Rex at the end of the trailer, just destroying that.
Exactly.
I was like, that's cool.
Just, like chewing them out.
Yeah,
just going.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. But yeah, moving on from Exo Primal. A game that's coming out fairly quickly. We're going into a game that's coming out on the 25th of this month, I believe. Yeah, let me look up this
Mm.
date. But Ghostwire Tokyo, how did that do for you?
That actually looks really cool. I'm not too familiar with it, but the
Mhm.
idea of it, was this like a is this a sequel to another one that came out previously? No, it's
No,
original.
it's an
Okay.
original piece. It's original thing. Ghostwire Tokyo does come out March 25th, so it's coming. It's right around the corner.
Nice.
Um, yeah, this I'm excited about Ghostwire Tokyo. The more I see of it,
Mm.
the more excited I get. This is a Bethesda game.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's under the Bethesda umbrella, and right now it's exclusive to PlayStation because, like, similar to Deathloop last year, um, these were two games that got wrapped up before Microsoft
Before the
acquired.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
so
whole deal.
so Ghostwire Tokyo is a PS5 exclusive, but it is technically also an Xbox game, Xbox Studios / Bethesda game. So Xbox is getting that money from this, so that's
Yeah.
cool. um,
It does look cool though. I was gonna say I like the demon looks and
yeah,
what because I know you had mentioned this in the little thing that we're reading off that it does look like a mixture of horror and action
yeah,
where it's not too horror where it's like a scary aspect, but it seems like you're gonna be fighting these demons. That looks
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, I'm interested in it. Like when I first heard about it, I heard about it a while ago because it got announced at a PlayStation conference. I don't remember, or it might have been a State of Play a while ago. But
Mm,
when I first saw it, it was like horror, and then the more I see of it, I'm like, well, is it horror? It seems more actiony than horror.
exactly.
Like I don't know. Maybe it's scary. Maybe there'll be a lot of jump scare things. But Ghostwire Tokyo is being made by. Let me make sure I get the company right. That is not what I wanted to click. That just took me to the store for PlayStation. I don't want that. Oh man, I need to get better at this, man.
It's all right.
Uh,
It's episode 2.
yeah. All right. Who the fudge? Tango GameWorks is making this game. Tango GameWorks. They made The Evil Within.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you ever played The Evil Within, those
Yeah.
horror games. Um, so this is right up their alley. I feel like just a continuation of the horror. And yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. The combat looks really cool. They got some weird hand things going on.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, it almost there was like one shot in the trailer that made me go, "That's just a yo-yo," because he like did like a triangle thing, and then it was like a little thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Took them through.
"Do they have a yo-yo? Is the guy using a yo-yo?" Anyways, it was weird. That was my thought because I'm a weird person like that. But yeah, I'm excited about GameWorks. GameWorks, Ghostwire Tokyo,
Ghostwire?
and
Yeah.
we don't have long to wait. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
What's really cool? I downloaded it on my PlayStation 5 last night, or yeah, last night or the other night. Um, they released a visual novel that's like a prequel to it.
Oh, okay.
So I still got to play through that. I was gonna play through it on my own stream after the podcast
Oh,
tonight.
nice.
Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna be diving into that to get the visual novel. Obviously, it's a visual novel, so it won't have all the actiony stuff, but at least it'll give me like sort of a tone for the game.
Oh, yeah, no,
Going
it
into
it look
Ghostwire.
it looks really cool. I like I said, the elements of it, how the demons look. Like I said, because when I usually it gave off that feeling that you're talking about earlier, where it's more action and it seems like you're gonna be more just interactive. I'm pretty sure the demons will look cool, kind of
Mhm.
like in an Elden Ring sense, where you look at these monsters and they're like, "Whoa, these monsters look badass." They're not more so scary, but it's more so like just really dope to look at.
Oh yeah, yeah, I 100% agree with that. Um,
Nice.
yeah, nice. I'm trying. Yeah, but I'm excited about it. I don't know how. It's hard to. I have a hard gauge to say if whether or not this game, when it launches, if it's gonna like fizzle out. Like I want
Oh,
to, because like, did the Evil Within games ever resonate really well? Like, let me look this up real quick. Like, what the Metacritic scores for the Evil Within games got?
I heard good
Because like
things about the Evil Within, but
yeah. So Evil Within 1 got has a 79 Metacritic.
mm,
Evil Within 2, because like I played the Evil Within 1, didn't really vibe
mhm,
with me. Evil Within 2 got an 82, so it's been increasing, so that's good.
yeah.
So we'll see, we'll see. Like the Evil Within 1 and 2 never vibed with me too much. Like it just didn't for me.
Yeah.
But hopefully Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm excited. I'm gonna play it probably. The more I see of it, the more I get excited, and I think that's a good thing. It's one
Oh
of
yeah,
those.
definitely.
And that's about. I'm gonna be saying that same thing again here in a little bit for another game. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to see what the response is going to be for it.
Yeah.
Hopefully good reviews and it sells well.
No,
But
definitely. I think it'll probably be, I think people will play it. I think a couple of streamers will pick it up to play it because it seemed, to check it out. I don't think this will be I don't think this will be anything like Exo Primal where it's just gonna fizzle out and like that,
the
I think
question
it'll.
is, will it dethrone Elden Ring?
Oh, I don't
Probably
know.
no. It's not even
I
gonna
don't
come
think
close. It's
so.
not even gonna come close, dude. I don't.
It's gonna, yeah. Elden Ring's probably gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, Elden Ring's gonna be the number one game for like the next 7 years, probably. Well, we'll talk about that later. But moving on to Final Fantasy Origin Stranger of Paradise. Does that?
Oh man.
I don't know anything about this game. I'm not a Final Fantasy person, so this
Yeah.
game, my one note is, because it does
I
nothing
saw
for me.
that.
It does nothing for me. I don't know anything about. I'm not a Final Fantasy person at all,
Yeah.
and so Stranger of Paradise. It looks like it has like Devil May Cry combat. Am I wrong to that? You know what
No,
I'm talking?
no,
Or-
yeah, I know what you're talking about. That kind of like quick combat,
Yeah.
and it looks it looks okay. I mean, but like you said, the only Final Fantasy I really ever played was I think it was 6 or 7,
Mhm.
but then I played 10, and I love 10. This one, it didn't draw me in, but
Yeah.
I do like the way that the monsters look in it and just the graphic works of it. It kind of reminds me of what I was about to say Tekken graphics, but not like Tekken graphics. I'm trying to think of the it looks like a Final Fantasy game. It might be kind of interesting, but I know I won't check it out. I'm not drawn to it as much.
Yeah, this is definitely a game I'm probably most likely going to pass on. Um, fill the void real quick because I'm gonna look up the date for it.
So Final Fantasy is an amazing series. Sometimes it's a hit or miss, but I mean this one we'll see because this is actually gives me what is it? It makes me feel hopeful of the games that are coming for PlayStation and so on and so forth. And then I'm like, hey, finally some more great games. But I don't know. The
I'm
combat system might be pretty cool.
Yeah, I am not seeing the release date for it. I thought it was coming out soon,
That's
but
what I
I'm
thought.
not seeing anything for it. Oh yeah, it's coming out March 18th.
March. Oh, so that's like
Yeah,
that's next week.
yeah, and it's described as an action RPG. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So hey,
so
and
right
as
around the
long
corner,
as
we'll
there's
see. We'll see.
yeah, as long I think that it won't be it might not make a big impact, but I think people who love that quick Devil May Cry, as you were saying,
Yeah,
type of battle system, I think
yeah.
they'll love it, and it'll be like a little almost like an indie darling or something.
Well, I mean, it's not indie because it's
I
great.
know, but I'm
It's definitely not indie, but
of course, but I'm saying, the
yeah,
people who love it will play it, and so on
yeah,
and so
yeah.
forth.
That's true. For real, for sure. Yeah, we'll see how it does. I mean, it's coming out next week. We'll probably get to talk about it. Well, no, it's going to come after the day. Yeah, comes after our podcast, but the following week we'll probably talk about it maybe. But we'll see how it does. We'll see what reviews are like. Morgie, will you stop? I love you, Doc. Stop it. So next up is Forspoken.
All right. This is the first game of State of Play that I was like, okay, this actually looks kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Forspoken. This is another game that the more I see of it, the more I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm getting on board with this. This looks pretty dope.
Yeah.
The dragon did it for me. Seeing the big ass
Yeah.
dragon, I was like, okay, I'm in. You give me dragons, it's gonna be awesome. It was originally slated to come out in May, but it got a new release date of October 11th. It was announced like sometime this past week or maybe last week that it was getting delayed, and then we got the date October 11th. So yeah, it was originally supposed to come out in May though. So, but yeah,
No, this one, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say that. Yeah, I love the graphics. I love the battle system. I love the powers that the character has, and it just looks really cool. Like you said, the dragons, everything about it. I'm like, okay, this makes me want to check this game out, just to see. Like you said, at the end of the trailer, that dragon fight. I'm like, hold on. Okay, I'm getting drawn in. Like, this is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like the one thing that worries me is that
Mhm.
the occasional shots of like the landscape and stuff kind
Uh-huh.
of looks empty to me.
Oh, gotcha.
Um, that's the one thing that worries me. But I also, hmm, we'll talk about this later. But I also feel that way about Elden Ring. but but
Oh.
um, but yeah, I think I'm excited about playing this. I mean, it's coming out later on this year. It's coming out towards the end of the year, so that there's a lot to be. There's a lot of anticipation. I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of it throughout. Leading
Mhm.
up to it, we're gonna see more of it. Um, the little bit that I've seen over the last few months, never really spoke to me. But yesterday, this trailer spoke to me, and I was like, okay, I'm getting on board with this. And
Yeah.
that's pretty much the story of my life with a lot of games.
I
Um,
will say one thing about the trailer that was kind of had me like, oh, I don't know. Hopefully, it's better.
mhm.
But I think in the trailer, if I remember right, the main character that you play, the voice actor to me didn't sound too convincing. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna connect with like the voice acting in this game because that can make or break it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wait to see more of it. I mean, and plus we still have till the end of the year, so
Okay. Yeah, I feel that.
nice. Oh,
Oh my god. Well, here, I'll just for some reason when I click on OBS, the trailer for the stuff for State of Play stops working. So I'm just gonna loop it though and leave not
okay.
so if I don't look at you, I'm sorry. um,
No, you're okay. You're okay.
after Forspoken though, it was Gundam Evolution. You can sign up for beta now, I believe. I believe there's a beta link somewhere out there in the world. Let me look that up real quick. Um, this did nothing for me at all. Uh, I Visually, I was like, this does not look good. Visually, I don't. The game combat was like looked
Meh.
boring as hell to me. so, I,
I get it.
get Gundam Evolution probably is not for me at all. But I saw some people get excited about it. So
I'm watching the trailer for it right now,
mhm,
and at first I was like, "Meh," but the more I watch this trailer, I'm like, this might be a simple, like if you don't want to think too much type of game,
mhm,
you just kind of just throw it on and do some PvP. It actually looks even though the system does the not the system the combat does look a little meh, it doesn't look too exciting.
yeah,
I like the simplicity of it, if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah,
Not having to do too much.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah, so on the beta side of thing, it's going to be a closed beta for North America. It's
okay.
scheduled for April 7th to 12th on PC via Steam. So
Mhm.
you have to be on PC. Um, Test periods for Xbox and PlayStation consoles haven't currently been announced. I'm getting this from an article on GameSpot um,
Mhm.
by Haley Williams. So yeah, um, play test for PC is right around the corner. So maybe we'll get a sort of a gauge for that if anything comes from that. It is a closed beta, so I don't imagine too much is going to come out of it. But
Yeah, I have a feeling though, as much as I think it's gonna be okay, I have a feeling this game's probably gonna die after shortly after it comes out. I have a feeling.
uh,
Uh,
it's a 6v6 FPS. So
Ooh.
it's free to play. So
Oh,
it has that going for you.
I'm in.
There's no barriers to entry there.
I'm in.
You're just gonna
That's all I
download.
needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. I'm in.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play now. Yeah, maybe we'll do a stream together and play together or something.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah, like you tell me it's a multiplayer game, I'm most likely gonna check out instantly.
Yeah.
I'm multiplayer games and I just don't really resonate well unless you give me an incentive to play. It's free to play, so
Mhm.
the barrier of entry is relatively low. I have all the consoles you can play it on, plus PC. So yeah, yeah, I just don't know, man. Like I'm watching the trailer and I'm just like, I don't care. I don't. And
I get
maybe
it. Makes
maybe
sense.
maybe ma- like I like Gundams. I like Gundams. I like big mechs,
Of
I
course.
love it. But
I think maybe it's the competitive aspect.
yeah, I don't
Maybe
know.
you're kind of like, eh. I
Yeah.
get it. Makes
Oh
sense.
man. That's why I'm a solitary gamer.
I
Right.
get it. I actually enjoy multiplayer games kind of every now and then, but I'm kind of in the middle where I enjoy the solo first person, or just playing by myself versus multiplayer. There's times for each for me.
Yeah. All right. So the next one up is Ninja Turtles: The Cowabunga Collection.
Oh
Um
boy.
This is a so I'm reading from an article on Polygon from Michael McWhirter. I hope I pronounced their surname right. I apologize if I mispronounced it. But it's a collection of 13 of classic Ninja Turtle games. I'm gonna run through the list here real quick, L. So
Okay,
buckle
yeah,
your
go ahead.
seatbelt, because man, this is exciting. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, NES edition, Teenage
Mhm.
Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. That is for the Super NES.
Oh,
So
okay.
the first one is the arcade version.
Oh, gotcha,
Why
gotcha.
there's a distinction, I don't know. I don't know what's the difference between them. Someone tell me. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters for the Super NES. So they just ported it over to the Super NES. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Hyper Stone Heist. That was for
Wow, okay.
that was for the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters for the Sega Genesis. So some of these games are just repeating.
Okay.
Teenage
Huh.
Mutant Ninja Turtles: Fall of the Foot Clan. Do you think this Foot Clan were a bunch of footies? You know, they got their king size. Anyways, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Back from the Sewers. Cool. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3: Radical Rescue. And these last 3 games were on Game Boy. Does this do
Yeah.
it for you? Do you care about the Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection?
So I don't personally care about the Game Boy ones because I never played them.
Mhm.
I really and I remember myself as a kid playing Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo. I love that game. And then I think the first one, the arcade, because I remember whenever I would go to Chuck E. Cheese, they'd have the arcade game of that, and I would always play it.
Mhm.
And other than that, like I almost wish that they could just sell them each separately for like a cheaper price.
Yeah.
But if I don't know if you know, so there's actually, which this was my first thought. I was like, okay, is this just like you're gonna play by yourself? But there's some that have online functionality, so you can
Yeah.
play multiplayer. That's really cool. And I'm like, oh, that'd be, you just want to chill, play some Ninja Turtles with friends. Which is I was looking at it right here. The ones with online
Mhm.
functionality are the arcade version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
arcade version of Turtles in Time, Hyperstone Heist, and then the Tournament Fighter for Super Nintendo. Which I think that's actually kind of cool. It's just more like a little nostalgic feel, for
Yeah.
those who grew up on this and stuff. So, but I thought this was pretty cool that they're bringing this back.
Yeah. It's not the price is not too bad either. It's $40. That's not bad at all
Oh, okay,
for 13
okay,
games. Um
yeah,
uh Correct me if I'm wrong
hmm
on this. Our friend Zach, he used to
hmm
play Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Or maybe was that Ron? Somebody used to. I remember when we lived in the dorms.
yeah. I
Somebody was
think it
playing
was,
it.
I think it was Zach.
Yeah, one of
I
them was.
want to say.
Yeah, I remember seeing him play it in like the lobby and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
maybe I'm imagining this, but either way, yeah, this I don't care. this this collection, like I've never been a big fan of Mutant Ninja Turtles, so it's another game that's just
Oh,
like
gotcha.
I've received a. I'm glad this is coming out for those who want it. Um,
Yeah,
I think that's cool. And if you
that's it.
there's a lot of games there. If you love Ninja Turtles and all and like all of these classic games, then I'm glad you like it. That's all I got for that.
Yeah, I think it's cool. It'll just be like it. Of course, it's more so for the nostalgic, nostalgia for people who grew up playing it.
Yeah,
And then now the kind of people like me who will be like, oh, this reminds me of when I was a child. Hey, friends, let's all get online and play together. That's
yeah,
all it is. But it's pretty cool though.
yeah. So the next one is up is Gigabash, and I had to jump to the the state of play to remember what the hell this was.
Yeah, this is basically like,
It's a
isn't it like,
kaiju. It's kaiju's, I guess.
yeah,
Mechs and
kaiju's,
kaiju's.
yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
I got nothing for this
no,
one. I don't even have an in me for this
This
one. It's just
this
whatever.
reminds me of what is it, like Rampage? If you remember Rampage, that old game,
Uh,
where it's
I
like big.
don't.
Okay, it's big monsters, and then they're like fighting in the city and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, kind of Power Rangers esque. Yeah, this. I mean, the graphics look okay, but I don't see myself playing this game.
Yeah.
This it's I don't see
Like
myself. Nothing wrong with it, but
yeah, like Yeah, this is just, I don't even have really anything to say.
That's hilarious. It's almost like you're speechless.
I'm just
You're like,
speechless. Yeah,
I don't, I get it.
it's
It's
it's whatever.
hey, it's
Um,
another little beat 'em up.
yeah, I hope it does well. That's all I can say. I hope it's fun and it does well.
Mm, I
Um,
get it.
so the next up is JoJo's All-Star Battle. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle. I'm not a fighting game person. I've never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I hear it's good. I hear it's a good anime. When they initially announced, when like it came up that like the voiceover beforehand was like their return. I can't remember. I'm not going to turn the voice stuff on here, but um, anyways, I'm getting lost in here. What do you think about it? Do you know anything about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Have you ever watched the anime?
JoJo's?
Yeah.
No, yes, actually, me and my partner, we actually love the anime.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Tell me what is it about? I've never watched.
So
Tell me
with
right now.
JoJo's, it's okay. All right, this is what it is. JoJo's starts off. It's the name of the main character,
Mhm, mhm.
and in the
The one with
beginning,
the one with the hair, right?
yeah, the one with the hair. So in this trailer, it's actually a grand great or no a grandson of a JoJo. It's like a kid.
What the?
It's-
You know what? Go
so
ahead. Go
basically,
ahead.
it's a game where they all have like these. I forgot what are they called. They're all like they're not spirits, but they're like these they have powers, and so they're all trying to fight to save the world and prevent this evil, kind of like Dragon Ball Z esque in a way.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
it's really cool. I like the art style. The storylines are pretty cool. That's all I could say.
Yeah, I do like the art style. I think the art style is really cool, really,
Oh
really
yeah,
awesome. Uh, I think the big note here that it was that there's 50 fighters, and I feel like that's a whole lot
that's
of people,
crazy.
50 playable characters. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah,
How
that's
do you balance that? Um,
exactly.
but it's coming out early fall 2022, so it's coming out towards the end of the year if it doesn't get delayed and all that. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah, I'm not much of a fighter person, but I will say it looked visually cool.
yeah.
Does the anime look like that? Is that the same style of the anime?
Um, Kind of, sorta. Certain seasons, because sometimes the art style switches in between seasons.
Okay.
So because there's this guy. His name is Giovanni, and he's this guy with like yellow hair, and it's a long story. I can't go into it too much, but his art style is really different. It's just like slowly they transition each season to make it like cleaner, or they switch it up to make it cartoony,
Mhm.
and so
Um,
but a great anime.
is this correct?
Mhm.
JoJo's a vampire.
No,
No, that's not correct. Damn it.
no, no, no.
I'm thinking of another anime.
No, no, no. There's a vampire in the thing.
Okay.
But it's the evil person
Oh,
who
okay.
originally starts. It's this guy named Dio, and
Okay.
so yeah. But JoJo's just like he's a normal dude who happens to have powers.
Okay. So is every generation of JoJo fighting this vampire?
Um, I don't want to spoil it too much, but in the first few seasons, yes. But then it kind of deviates a little.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Yep.
I'm never going to watch
Good.
it. I won't say that. I will probably maybe. How long is it? How many is it? So we're getting off track here because I'm talking about
Uh
the
huh.
anime. Is it like Naruto or One Piece where there's just thousands of episodes?
No,
Okay.
like
So
literally every episode is canon. Like there's no filler episodes. They're all
okay.
story.
Okay.
And I think really, to be honest, I want to say I think so. I think it's the first. No, it might be this first or second season. Well, there's actually kind of like 30 or 40 episodes of that season, so
Mhm,
that's
mhm.
long. But then after that, they kind of shorten them to like 20, and so on and so forth. So
Okay. I might give it a try.
yeah,
I need
yeah,
something to watch while I wait for My Hero Academia to come out, new season.
oh yeah,
So maybe I'll watch it.
nice. But yeah,
Uh,
no, definitely, really, I recommend it.
yeah. I got off track now.
Oh.
Back to the state of play, talking about video games instead of anime. The next one up, it was the one that
Oh
impressed me the
yeah,
most was Trek
yeah,
to Yomi.
yeah.
This game, gosh darn, it looks fucking great.
Mm,
It looks beautiful. Like
it
this
does
black and
look
white art
beautiful.
style, the samurai story.
Yeah.
This looks incredible. Like I'm into this.
This
I
was the first, yeah, like just like you were saying, this is the first one where I looked at it and how it first started as that kind of like what would you call it, side scroller,
yeah,
like
side
type of,
scrolling. Yeah,
yeah, and I was like, the black and white just looks very cinematic and noir, and
yeah.
just looks really like really beautiful.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm excited to get my hands on this game. Like I'm gonna play it, for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's just like it's the art style. It's gorgeous. Did you ever play Ghost of Tsushima? Ghost
yes,
of
I played that.
Tsushima, whatever, however you pronounce that.
Yeah,
Um,
Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah,
yeah. Did you ever do the black and white mode that it had? The I
I
can't.
never got a chance to. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It has that where you can switch it,
Yeah.
but it kind of has that. This actually, the trailer. The first thing I thought, of course, when side scrolling was, you remember that game, Limbo?
Yeah.
You remember?
Yep. Limbo.
Yeah,
Love
that's what it
Limbo.
reminded me
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
love that style. You know.
Oh yeah. Did you ever play Inside?
Yeah,
Same
love
from
that game.
same
Love that game.
developers as Limbo and all that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
such a great game.
I'm excited about Trek to Yomi. It's coming out spring 2022, so it's right around the corner. So I'm
Nice.
probably May-ish, I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
I'm assuming in the trailer it has a bunch of names. I'm assuming those are voice actors.
Like famous voice actors
Yeah.
or
Yeah. You know what I'm
yeah.
talking about? 'Cause
No, definitely at the end they say who they're playing and the
yeah.
names, and I was like, I'm
I'm
sorry, I don't know anybody.
yeah. I was like, I guess these are important people. Or I mean, they're probably famous in Japan for
Yeah.
Japanese voiceovers
Yeah.
and stuff. So is what I'm assuming. But
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, I saw that. I was like, I don't know who these people are. I need to educate myself. So yeah, but yeah, I'm excited about it. It looks good. Next up is Returnal Ascension. Did you ever play Returnal? Did you ever glance at Returnal?
I don't no, I don't think I ever, let me see, let me look this up real quick. Returnal.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
remember this game. I
yeah.
remember this.
This it was really popular. It's a roguelike, meaning if you die, you have to start over and go through the motions
Oh, okay.
again and again. This is Returnal Ascension is a free update. It's adding co-op, which really cool. I'm interested in seeing how that co-op is going to work in a roguelike. Because if you die, you have to start over. Does that
Mhm.
mean if one person dies, both players have to start over? Type thing. I'm interested in seeing how the
Oh,
co-op is going to be managed that way. Um,
yeah.
I have not played Returnal yet. It's been on my list to play, but
Mm.
the thing that's preventing me from playing is the fact that it's a roguelike. I'm not big on roguelike games. I'm just the only roguelike that's ever really there's two roguelikes that like stuck with me. That
Mhm.
is Slay the Spire and Hades.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hades was my game of the year last year. No, the year before. Um, 2020 was my Hades was my game of the year because I love Greek mythology, and so I
Yeah.
was just able to get into Hades big time. But yeah, Returnal is just I don't know. I'm gonna eventually get to it. I think this is really cool that it's a free update. It's coming out March 22nd, 2022. Um, I think that's just really cool that it's a free DLC. It's I guess not even calling it DLC. It's just an update. They're just updating it.
Basically, yeah,
Where
just
things
an
like
update.
this usually go for you usually have to pay money for these sort of things.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think that's pretty
Does
cool.
look cool though. Yeah, it does look cool. Would that game type was it Sifu fall under there? Where you kind of
Sifu,
like
I believe so, maybe.
where you
Um,
kinda like you're going through, but if you die, you just come back a little stronger to play through the same thing again? That
is
as far as that.
Sifu a rogue like? The answer is yes. Sifu is a roguelike.
The answer is yes.
But yes, it's like Sifu.
Oh,
Have you
gotcha.
played Sifu?
Little bit, not a lot.
Do I have
Just a little bit,
Sifu
but
in the doc to talk about? I do not have Sifu to talk about in the doc. Ooh, I
oh.
gotta add that real quick. Not that it matters because I'm having it so I don't forget.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah. Uh yeah. Where was I? What were we talking about?
We were talking about, just, Field Chronicle, and then update is pretty cool, and I think we were going, or
Oh
not
yeah.
Field Chronicle, sorry, Returnal,
Yeah.
Returnal.
We
We're
haven't got
going to Field.
Dio Field. Yeah. But yeah, Returnal Ascension though. I again,
Gonna play it.
one of these days I'm gonna get to it. But right now, there's just too many good things out there. Oh, there's
Yep.
just too many good games right now that
That's a good
I
thing
have
to
to.
have.
Yeah. Granted, I should have just played it when it came out at launch, when it launched last year. But whatever. Eventually, something else came
Uh-huh.
out around that time. What came out? When did Returnal drop? last year. What game? What
Uh,
game did I pick in favor of? When did it release?
hmm,
April 30th. I
April
don't
of
think there
last
was this.
year.
I don't think there was a single game around that time that I was playing
You
that
were
would
just
have
playing something else.
that would have prevented me from playing Returnal. So I have no excuses at all. I am a failure at life. Okay. Well, moving on. So we're on to Diofield, the Diofield Chronicle. What is your experience with tactical RPGs, El? Is this a genre that you've ever dabbled your toes in? You just, you dipped your toe in, went, ooh, this is too hot. I'm not going to do that.
No, no, I've dabbled it. I think a long time ago. I actually did not like it.
Uh,
In this trailer, I'm sorry, I did not like it. I was not attracted to it. It reminded me of I did play what is that? XCOM. You remember that?
XCOM, yeah.
Yeah, that turn-based. I don't know what it is. Turn-based kind of this game reminds me a little bit of some Final Fantasies that are kind of turn-based.
Yeah, Final
But
Fantasy Tactics. Final
yeah,
Fantasy
Final Fantasy
Tactics.
Tactics
Yeah.
and stuff, but
Mhm.
I'm just not drawn to this game. I don't like it. Just doesn't look appealing to me. Like it's not my
Oh
jam.
man,
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm the
sorry.
complete opposite because I love tactical RPGs. I'm a big fan of Fire Emblem. I love Valkyrie
Oh yeah.
Chronicles. Um, I'd never played Final Fantasy Tactics, but
Mhm,
I like the style of game, so I'm excited. I'm interested in it. Initially, I thought this was a Valkyrie Chronicles game,
mhm,
but it's not. But it looks like it. Anyways, um, I'm gonna play it. I'm excited by it. The only thing that I have hesitation for
mhm,
is this. I think I mentioned this for another game. When it gets to the combat, like down to the combat level,
mhm.
kind of looks like it's going slow.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but that might just it's really hard to say just based off of this trailer. Yeah, like the characters are moving really slow as they're moving to attack. I'm watching the trailer right now, and yeah, just the people look like they're moving slow. Um, but it is what it is. Um, I'm 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 excited. I'm cautiously up. I just I, sorry.
You're
Uh,
good. You're good.
did it? Oh my god, that. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Why am I dying?
Oh
Um,
my god. So you're gonna play it?
yeah, yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm broken, y'all. I'm broken.
What?
I've broken
What?
it.
Let me know how it is, cause
I will.
I just don't feel like checking it out. But
I'm gonna be
hey.
honest. I don't think so. Review wise, I think this is probably gonna land like 7 to 8 range. Is what my thinking is. I don't think this is gonna get above an 8. Maybe I'll be surprised. Um,
Hmm.
how did Triangle Strategy do? Triangle Strategy is the most recent tactical RPG that came out. It came out last week. Uh,
Oh, okay.
Metacritic. I mentioned it. I think I mentioned it on the last show too. Yeah, it has an 82 right now on Metacritic. So
Okay.
maybe this will do well. And then the game
Mm.
that followed this up was Valkyrie. What was the name of it? Valkyrie what? Valkyrie
Elysium.
Elysium. This trailer looks so fucking bad.
I was gonna say it. I
the
didn't want
like
to be
the
mean.
the girl the
Yeah.
this character
The main character.
look I was just like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like just visually it does not look appealing. I don't know. I was
Yeah.
thinking that maybe this is it because like in my brain I was like, is this Star Ocean? No, it's not Star Ocean. This is a game that I don't know what it is. It's an
Yeah.
RPG. It's
Yeah. Action RPG.
yeah.
And like I'm looking up like a little article from PlayStation,
Uh-huh.
and it's supposedly there's a series of this game, and so this is like another entry in it, which makes sense because
Is
if you
it
watch the trailer at the
mhm.
end, you see that person kind of reveals himself. I was like, who is this? I was like, I don't know who this is.
Yeah. What is the series? What is it? What is the sequel to?
Um, it's the Valkyrie series.
Oh, the Valkyrie Chronicle
Yeah,
series that I
Valkyrie.
mentioned.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
maybe that's what's throwing me off too. That like I like the Valkyrie games, but they're tactical RPGs, so that's like
yeah.
strategy RPGs, and that's maybe I don't know. This game just looks bad. That's all I got. At
Yeah.
least that trailer looked bad. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. This
Yeah.
trailer did nothing for me, and I was just like, "Huh, this is how they're gonna end the state of the play." That was my reaction. It's like, this is how it's gonna end. Okay,
Yeah,
like it just
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, "Whoa, okay, no big
nothing.
note,
Nothing.
no
Yeah,
end."
nothing else. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't know. Maybe like there's like this weird, mi- there's like this weird uncanny valley type thing going on with the way the characters look almost.
Mm.
That also it looks like a game. Does that make sense? Like
Oh,
there's an
yeah.
uncanny valley, like when like they're zoomed up on the face, it's like this almost looks like a person, but it also
Yeah.
is very gamified. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
And
I get what you're saying.
that's like what threw me through a loop when I initially saw it, and I was just like, huh. But yeah, like I don't know. Um, Similar to how I felt about Forspoken, like visually, when it like went
Mhm,
to like the landscapes, it
mhm.
just looked empty. You know,
Yeah.
which is weird to say because have you played any Tales of Arise game?
No,
Or Tales games, I shouldn't say Tales of Arise. Tales of Arise is one of them. But
Oh,
Tales of
okay.
Arise is the most recent one, and that's one thing I would say too is like landscapes are kind of empty in Tales of Arise, but I fucking love Tales of Arise. But visually, Tales of Arise looked awesome. I thought like the art,
Mm.
like it's just gorgeous. Also, that was one of the longest games I've ever played in my life, and I thought I completed it, and then next thing I know, there's like freaking 40 more hours left of the game. Ugh. Anyways, we don't need to go on a rant about. I don't need to go on the rant about Tales of Arise, but
That's
um,
hilarious.
I don't know. I am a fan of the series of the Valkyrie series, so I'll yeah, and that's the one thing that like threw me through a loop because I thought Diofield Chronicle was a follow up to the, but then I'm not seeing anything about Diofield Chronicle being a connected to the Valkyrie Chronicles series, so
Mm. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it is what it is. It's just it's there, and
So,
that's the entirety
state of play.
the state of play. Yeah,
So out of 10, what would you give the state of play?
out of 10,
Yeah.
a 6, 7
I was
maybe, like
I
6.5.
thought I was gonna say like 6 or 7 or somewhere in between. I thought it
Yeah,
was okay. It
yeah,
was you know.
yeah. It's
No.
there. Like, I think there's stuff for. I think there is a lot of stuff for a wide variety of people. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I think there was something here for everybody to
Mhm.
kind of get excited about. Um, like, cause I popped off for Forspoken and I trekked to Yomi. You know, I popped off for that, but like everything else, I was just like, it's whatever. And
Yeah.
it's only 20 minutes. It's not like it wasn't like it was an hour-long presentation, and then
Of course.
by the end of it, I'm just tired. I'm like, what was the point of any of that? Um, what about you?
No, same way. I would say out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 6 or a 6.8. I don't know if I'd give it a 7. For me, like I said, I connected with a few of them. Ghostwire Tokyo looks pretty cool. Forspoken looked cool, except for like the voice acting. I was like, ooh, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Ninja Turtles, I was like, okay, playing on the nostalgia. JoJo's, I was like, I watched that anime, but I probably won't get this game. Trek to Yomi was probably the one that stood out the most for me, just because
Mhm.
it looked beautiful and just I love that style, that type of side-scrolling game. And at the end, I was just like, yeah, I'm okay. I don't. Kind of
Yeah,
like you, it had a few hits, but a lot of misses for me.
yeah. But you know, it is what it is. One of the something I was thinking about and something I wanted to ask this question.
Hmm.
Um, would this have been fine if all of this just got announced in like a PlayStation blog?
Oh,
Do
okay. I
you
see what
like
you're
if you
saying.
just because you know PlayStation does blogs every now and then where they just announce a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
Like that's how they did PlayStation VR and all that. Would this have been? Would you have been fine if like any of this was announced or shown in like just a blog, like just you know
Probably. Yeah.
developers talking about it? Like, did we need to see Exo Primal? Did we need to see Gigabash? Like,
Yeah. I get it. I think it probably would
like
have maybe been a lot. Yeah. Did this need a state of play
yeah,
showcase?
yeah,
No, I get it. I think maybe probably. Um, But I mean, I say that, but I don't know. Maybe I mean, I think it was okay this way. Like you said earlier, it's just a 20-minute presentation.
Yeah,
It's not like when PlayStation has their main thing where it's like an hour long, and you're gonna see some cool ass games, like they're bringing out the heavy hitters.
yeah,
So yeah, it was, but yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I just that I in my shower thoughts this morning. My shower
Mhm.
thoughts. That was my shower thought. I was just like, did I need to see any of this? Like, I would have been fine. Granted, if it was a PlayStation blog, there was like probably little chance that I was actually going to read it unless it was something that a game that I was actually interested in. But
Mhm.
like, I don't know. I felt like you could have just like for a lot of these games, you could have just tweeted out, been like, "Hey, check out this game. It's coming to PlayStation," and then drop the trailer with it instead of it making it. Yeah. But
A
I
whole
don't know.
big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it. Yeah,
Makes
I
sense. I mean, I get what you're saying.
yeah. It's I'm watching the Ghostwire Tokyo trailer right now. They're doing the yo-yo thing I was talking about just now. They did the yo-yo thing. He's doing like this, and it's yo. It's to me yo-yo. That's his ability. It's coming out of his fingers.
Spirit Yo-Yo. To
Spirit.
me, to me, to me, out of all of this, Ghostwire Tokyo, and I will say Ghostwire, I think they kind of mapped it out good. If they would have had one more big hitter, kind of like a Ghostwire Tokyo or a Trek to Yomi at the end, I'd have
Yeah,
been like, okay, this is solid. Kind of sandwich it in like that,
yeah.
you know. But I think they did.
I'm also really surprised that they shut off Ghostwire Tokyo again because
Mm.
they did like a deep dive on it like last month I believe it was maybe when was the deep dive for Ghostwire Tokyo? They did a deep dive for it a while ago, like a couple weeks ago. Um, so I was just surprised that they mentioned it again. Granted, I shouldn't be surprised because do you remember the marketing for Deathloop?
Remind me.
Uh, Deathloop got shown like every 2 seconds to the point that it was like, okay, we're overloaded
Oh
with
yeah, yeah,
Deathloop.
yeah.
Deathloop. It was like Deathloop everywhere. It's like they every like at every single PlayStation thing, they everything PlayStation did like last year leading up to Deathloop, it
hmm
was like Deathloop, Deathloop. They just kept showing it. It's like, okay, we get it,
I get
Deathloop.
it.
It's coming out. I mean, I don't think
No, I feel.
I don't think that's the marketing that Ghostwire Tokyo has right now. I was just surprised. I was like, huh. But
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. No, I get that. Now that I think about it, I do remember that just seeing Deathloop everywhere. I'm like, all right, okay, I want to play it. Just drop it.
yeah, it was done a month ago. It was done 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Maybe it's just a kind of little soft reminder because it's coming out soon.
Yeah, but and that's all it was. It was just Ghostwire Tokyo. There was nothing else. It was just a deep dive for
Uh,
Ghostwire. It was 10 minutes long. It wasn't even
oh, okay.
so it wasn't that long or anything. It was just showing more gameplay and everything. So it wasn't that bad. But yeah, yeah, this little teaser thing here probably just be like, "Hey guys, Ghostwire Tokyo around the corner just so you all remember."
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Looking back at Forspoken, I take it back. The environments don't look empty. They look great. I take it back. Well,
Oh, well, there you go.
character arc. This is character growth that you see right before your eyes, y'all. Yeah, I just looked over and I saw it. Well, you know what? That dragon does it for me. That dragon
Yep,
does it for me. You know what I'm gonna
does
do
look
when I get
cool.
off here? Never mind. Let's not talk about what I'm
Oh my
gonna
god.
do. But no.
What they
So
should this is what
the
they should have put Forspoken at the end, or switch Trek to Yomi at the end, because Forspoken is actually pretty okay.
Mhm.
If they would have just put one of those two or Ghostwire at the end, I think it would have been fine.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I do. Oof, opening with Exo Primal was the weirdest thing to me because I was like, "Oof, what are we in for if this is how we're
Yeah,
starting?" Because you normally want to start with like a bang,
of course, yeah.
and I guess someone somewhere thought Exo Primal was the bang that you needed, and it was just
This
like,
is They're like, "This is gonna get him. This is where we get him
this
right
is
here."
yeah. But it's
Dinosaurs and mech suits.
dinosaurs versus mech suits, and then a T Rex. I will say the T Rex at the end was badass. I will say
That
that.
was cool. That was part of that.
I'm
That was
looking at
cool.
I'm watching the I have the loop happening
Oh, okay.
on the stuff right now. So I'm looking at the Gundam Evolution. Uh, it's looped back around to Gundam Evolution. Yep,
Oh
still
yeah.
doesn't do it. 3 competitive game modes. Yeah, it's not. It looks so slow. It looks so
It does
slow.
look so, but I think that it's slow for. I think it's supposed to be slow.
I
It's not supposed to be like quick
honestly,
and just.
yeah. maybe that's why. Like maybe I'm so just inundated with Halo and Call of
Yeah.
Duty and Fortnite and stuff where everything is just so quick,
It's
click, click,
like
click.
when you watch people play like that who are like really skilled at those
Yeah.
games, man, it's just like going. This seems more like this is like the autopilot version of that. We're just cruising. We're just
We're
cruising here.
hanging out. We're hanging out. We're having a
Yeah.
good time. I'm gonna turn into a little frisbee apparently because that's what it looked like
Exactly.
just now. Frisbee with a gun on the bottom of it. That's what it
Uh-huh.
looked like. Anyways,
No, exactly.
uh, yeah. So I want to backtrack real quick because
Mhm.
um I did not I did not comment on your your forspoken slander of voice acting. What's your problem with the voice acting?
I don't know, the main character, the girl in there, like, I didn't like the line that they had in the trailer. She said something, I can't remember, and I was just like, "That's how you deliver the line?" I don't know
You
why. Maybe
don't
it's
like
something picky. Maybe it's just something super picky.
Well, here, let's have you deliver the line right now. Let's get the script out and let's have you deliver it. Do it better. No, I'm kidding. No, I get it. I get it. Voice acting can definitely take you out of it. There, this the I'm trying to think of a game that I played recently where it was Star Wars: The Old Republic. Um, I play Star Wars. I've been playing Star Wars: The Old Republic for 10 years now. This game's 10 years old. I still play it. I still love it. My God, it's
Uh-huh.
one of my favorite MMOs ever played. Um, but I created a new character, and when I'm playing through the Trooper storyline, on
Mhm.
stream, on my
Mhm.
personal stream, and I got to a character, and I don't remember this character sounding this way, so I was like, huh. Did this voice actor just phone it in? Because like, it was just so blandly delivered. It was
Yeah.
it was she was giving the character was giving you your mission basically that you're gonna go
Mhm.
that you have to go do, and she was like, "Yeah, just go take care of your business." And I was like, "The fuck? What is this?
What this
What?"
isn't in the world. This doesn't fit in this world.
It wasn't even that. It was just like it just sounded so like it sounded like the person was bored.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, they've been reading for 8 hours. Oh my god."
Yeah. It was one of those things where I started laughing like uncontrollably on stream. It was also because I was really really sleepy and I had taken Benadryl and
Oh,
so I was
gotcha.
falling asleep. Anyways, but yeah, so that was the state of play. Yeah, it's six to I would probably go more the six range. I would probably be low six range for me. Sorry,
Gotcha.
I'm warping. This is
It's
how I do
okay,
it.
it's
I
alright.
loop back around
You
after.
take a look again, get a second look.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing's doing it. Like I'm back on the Gundam Evolution stuff. This looks stupid. I'm done. I don't want to look at that. JoJo Bizarre crap. Don't care. You really, the Diofield really didn't do it for you, huh? Huh.
Yeah, didn't
Huh.
do it for me.
You're a bitch. No, I'm kidding.
What?
But yeah,
Sorry,
I definitely
maybe
think.
maybe it's one of those games that I have to, like, play a little bit and then get
Yeah,
into it. You know, there's games like that where it kind of you have to get, like, a little bite-sized piece and be like, "Wait a second,
yeah.
okay," and next thing you know, you're
Um,
5 hours in.
my question to you is:
Mhm.
did you ever like Fire Emblem?
No.
And you're probably not gonna like this, so skip it. Because this is pretty much Fire Emblem from what I can tell. So go ahead and skip it. Don't worry about it. Sorry, my dog's barking. My dad came down the stairs, and so my dog is barking like crazy. All right, I'm gonna let you take over now because you
Oh,
have more stakes in this than I do. Because I don't play Overwatch, so I'm gonna let you take over with this
yes.
news. So take over.
So, I'm glad I've been waiting for this moment. No.
I'm gonna find the Overwatch 2 trailer real quick.
Okay. So
Oh,
as Jesus is watching or excuse me, finding the trailer for Overwatch 2. So it was announced today, if I remember right. Let me actually
yeah,
open
it
this
was
up.
today.
Announced today that Overwatch 2 is going into beta in April. And then now Blizzard is releasing the PvP portion sooner so that way they can get, people can play it. It's because I'll tell you this, the state of Overwatch is kind of not that great at the moment. Of course, with everything that was going on in Action Blizzard, but
hmm
then this whole deal with Microsoft, hopefully transition to make things better. We're now getting pieces of part two that they have been showing us, and it's exciting news because we've been waiting forever for like new
hmm
updates, new anything, just to get out of the what's the word, monotony
Yeah.
of the game, because we've been playing the same game for what? Overwatch came out in what, 2000 and let's see,
16?
2000,
No,
was it?
2000. Yeah, 2016. I was
Wow.
living in California then when it came out.
Okay.
I remember buying it when
So
I was living in California.
yeah, so it's going into beta, and so players can sign up for this beta. I think it's actually going into alpha here in when is it? They have certain like professional league players that are actually going to play the alpha to kind of like give them some ideas and stuff to tinker with it a little bit. And then
Yeah,
in beta, people will be able to play and check out the PvP portion of it.
yeah. So the it's going into alpha now. It's going to
Yeah.
be for Blizzard employees, Overwatch League pros, and a
Oh yeah.
few other select groups, whatever that means. Probably like industry,
Yeah.
news journalists and stuff like that. Probably, but it's going to be closed, and then the closed beta will include and this is from an article on Polygon by Michael McWhorter. Quote: The closed beta will include a larger group of testers who we will ask to provide gameplay feedback. Keller said, "Our goal is for this phase is to test our new features, content, and systems before we shift to stress testing the servers with a wider player base and future beta tests."
Exactly.
So,
And so it's super cool because now you almost feel like you're about to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Where you're like,
yeah.
oh, Overwatch 2 is gonna come out. So and
Right?
then yeah, I know after so long.
Like just last week, I was like, we're not getting Overwatch 2 anytime soon. And now I'm eating my words because we are.
Exactly. But Blizzard were like, hold my drink while
Someone saw
I go.
someone saw me say that and they were like, nope, we're gonna prove this idiot on
Yeah.
this podcast wrong.
And so I wanted to this is what the betas has in store. So for late April I joined the beta, so I'm gonna wait to that because I wanted to play it. They have here that's good, of course, switching over from 6v6 to 5v5.
Okay.
They have the new hero Sojourn, who is the new character, which only one character, that's it. But I mean, hey, whatever. They have 4 new maps. One is Circuit Royal, Midtown, New Queen Street, and
Mhm.
Coliseo. They have a new mode, Push, which if you've ever seen when they were showing off the gameplay of it, Push is probably like it's kind of like what is it, A to B type of thing where this robot's pushing and you have to like
Mhm.
fight off the opposite team. And then
Mhm.
they're doing hero reworks for Orisa, Doomfist, Bastion, and Sombra. Just because, of course, you're going from 6 to 6, which is you started off with 2 tanks, 2 DPS, and 2 healers. Now you got to switch up the whole thing, and some characters their mechanics have to be switched up to kind of be accustomed to the new 5v5. And then they're doing this new ping system, which actually I didn't look up. I only know a little bit of it. I actually wanted to see what the new ping system was. Let me see if I can look it up. They're testing a Apex Legend style ping system for Overwatch.
Okay.
So it's used to like
Huh.
kind of help. Yeah, let me see if I can. I'm looking up this article. Uh,
Do you think this is just spitballing ideas here? Do you think they're
uh-huh.
gonna make a battle royale? I know they're not. Like
Yeah,
this is gonna stay arena, but do you think that's on the table for Overwatch 2 eventually?
maybe, but I don't think right now.
Yeah.
But just the way that the structure of the game is,
Hmm.
it's very team based.
Yeah.
Which I mean, other games have that as well. But I don't think right now. I think right now what they're just trying to kind of get the skeleton done,
Hmm.
get that first, and
Hmm.
maybe down the road they'll introduce a game mode like that. But I don't know. But I'm trying to think. It's just kind of. I think it says here the ping system is like it to help players communicate and coordinate when prioritizing targets. Kind of like, for example, I think in Overwatch, if you don't have a mic or anything, they have certain commands that you can automate
Hmm.
to kind of be like, I need help, or team up, or do this and stuff to just make it easier for teams to like talk to each other and work with each other.
Yeah. All right.
Uh,
Yeah. Just to be like, hey, people over there, type deal.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that way it's easier behind this building, or.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I'm kind of hopeful, but at the same time, I'm not getting my hopes up. It's good news that they finally have something come out and here within a month or so, to be able to play, the beta of something.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
I'm just watching the trailer here. I've never seen this trailer before.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
This cinematic trailer, 0 hour. There's
Oh, yeah,
Ryan.
yeah.
I recognize Reinhardt. I see Mercy there.
Reinhardt,
I see
Mercy.
Winston. Winston, my boy. I love Winston.
Yeah.
Winston was always my
Winston's
favorite.
amazing.
Yeah. There's May.
But oh yeah, man. But one thing I will say, man, I wish they would have more. They would have had more characters, which may be
Mhm.
kind of like what they'll do once Overwatch 2 comes out. After all, they probably have some characters that they're just kind of like working on that they
Yeah.
just haven't shown. So this is like the first one, and then maybe down the road they'll be like, "Hey, we're introducing this character now," and then this one. And then I also feel like they have a lot of DPS characters, but they should kind of balance it with more healers, more
Yeah.
tanks and stuff. So
Yeah. So Overwatch 2, right, is just an
Mhm.
extension of Overwatch 1, like multiplayer rise, right? Like what is the difference between Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2? Like what is gonna be the difference? Like I don't fully understand
Yeah.
because from what I've seen is like everybody you're gonna play all the same characters. There's gonna be crossplay. If you have Overwatch 1, you can play with people in Overwatch 2 is what I've seen and stuff like that.
Yeah. So the difference, of course, is you're changing the team format 5v5
Yeah, the 5.
as
Yeah.
as opposed to 6v6.
Mhm.
Also, you get new maps, new game modes. It's essentially still gonna stay the same in the sense that you're gonna be team versus team,
Mhm.
um, and then just probably be introduced to a lot of new game modes and so because really
Yeah.
Overwatch at the core it's just a team player based 6v6. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know. Um, but really, I think you're probably gonna have the difference too is probably the rebalancing of all the characters to see how characters in Overwatch 1 how can they work better in part 2 because there's some characters just aren't going to be able to be the same.
Yeah.
You know.
So is Overwatch 1 not getting those balances then?
They do, but then probably when there's been a lot of reworks
Uh-huh.
over time where they've done updates as far as like changing things, tinkering with things.
Mhm.
But it's a constant thing. So like sometimes they'll stick with a certain update and be like, we're gonna have this for a month or two,
Okay.
and then they'll rework it. And then that's kind of like where the updates would be, where they'd be like, hey, we've tinkered some more. This is what we've changed. Try this now, and it kind of feels a little bit different because these small noticeable changes happen and it makes a game a little bit different where you have to play a little bit different.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So you're excited? Cautiously optimistic?
Cautiously
Yeah.
optimistic is the right
Yeah.
is the right wording.
Yeah, I will like for me, like I I'm indifferent towards it. I enjoyed
Yeah.
Overwatch when I played it. I enjoyed it when I played it way back when.
Hmm.
I played it. I think I played for like a month or two, and then
You're like, I'm done.
like yeah, I just dropped because again, it's multiplayer only.
Yeah.
And I didn't really
Oh,
have a group to play with, so it was like one of those things that just kind of fell off and was like, I don't need a. I got the experience, and I wasn't really. I did come back for the hamster guy because I thought
oh yeah.
the hamster dude was
Hammond.
cute. Yeah, Hammond, the little
Um,
wrecking ball. He was cute. That's why I
so
came back.
I forgot to mention. So in Overwatch 2, they did add something where it's kind of like a story-esque thing to it,
Mhm.
and there's actually going to be a skill tree.
Oh,
So that way, yeah. So there's this skill tree aspect where characters can get certain like upgrades and
mhm,
things like that, and you can kind of play it through story mode in a sense. And
mhm.
so that's like one new addition that was actually I was like, okay, this is actually kind of cool. And so
Yeah,
you can play with every character, and you just work through their skill tree.
nice. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna definitely check Overwatch 2 out just because like I did enjoy the first game.
yeah.
Um, and I'm interested in seeing what this is gonna be. And plus, by the time that Overwatch 2 actually comes out in the next 20 years, it'll be on Game Pass probably. So,
Probably,
because
yeah.
Microsoft now,
Hey,
well,
they're
theoretically will own Blizzard by
Blizzard,
next year. So Overwatch
of
will now
course.
be part of their
That might
Xbox
be a
Studio
big
games.
that might be a big thing where they try to get more gamers to, join
Game
Xbox Game
Pass.
Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, Game
Be
Pass.
like, we have
Now,
Overwatch 2. Check it out,
yeah,
guys. Play it. You get to play it if pay the
if you
subscription
got
fee. You
Game
get to play
Pass.
it. You don't have to pay the $40, $60, whatever it's going to be. Um,
Exactly.
is this person going to be a hero in this trailer?
Which one?
Are you watching the trailer too?
No. Is it
It's this lady.
with
She
the silver hair
no,
or the white?
it's this black lady. She was shooting a gun. She's part of the
Oh
police
yeah,
force.
she's
Is
the new
she's the new one?
Sojourn.
Okay.
Yeah, Sojourn. Yeah.
Okay. That's her name. I see.
Yeah,
I don't
Sojourn.
even pay attention. I don't even pay attention. I'm just watching the trailer and I was like, "Oh yeah, she has a lot. She's talking to Winston a lot in this." Okay. Is she somebody that's going to be important? Anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Well, That's cool. Yeah, thank you for the rundown with that. Like, cause like,
Of
yeah,
course.
I after the first year of Overwatch, I just kind of drifted away.
Yeah.
Occasionally, I did go back, and the only reason I went back in like I think 2018, was because I was a guardian and all that
Oh,
at
yeah.
RTX and my a couple of the folks that I hung out with and stuff at RTX. They all played
Yeah.
Overwatch, and so I jumped in with them, and then I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Cause
I mean, I'll say
I'm trash. I'm utter garbage at Overwatch, and
I'm very average. I'm not like anything. Like I've been trying for the longest in Overwatch 1 to get to platinum. I'm gold, which is what's known as like average. That's the overall average where most people sit.
Mhm.
And so, but like there's a definite skill difference when you jump up from gold to platinum.
Yeah,
But I just love it cuz like I think it hit me at the right time, but then also it's just I like the mechanics of the game and it was so simple and I was like, "Oh, cool." It just made sense. And so
yeah.
that's why I play it so much.
Do you play on PC, Xbox, PlayStation? Is it on Switch? No.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
on Switch.
Oh,
Yep.
what?
Yeah,
Really?
it's on Switch. Yeah. I play on PC.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I too played it on PC. Oh yeah, it is on Switch. What do you
Yep.
know? Does anybody play on Switch? Just out of
There's
curiosity.
there's some Switch players. You know what's crazy is so I think with Overwatch because if you play like on system and controller you have somewhat of an assist,
Uh-huh.
aim assist, but
Uh-huh.
in Switch because of the what are they called? Not the D-pad, but the
Joy-Cons?
Joy-Cons, yeah. There's like this sort of like, oh, what did they call it? I remember when if people were talking about if you played on Switch and made the jump from Switch after a while to PC, your skills would just like jump up because of this lassoing type of effect. You were used to this sort of type of movement with the Switch, and it
Okay.
translates so much better to PC or something like that.
All right. That's cool.
It, yeah, it's wild.
It's $34.83. I'm gonna add it to my cart and buy it right now. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not because I would never
Don't
play
do
it. I
that.
would never play it.
Don't do that. Don't do
I
that.
barely play anything on my Switch, so
Oh yeah.
I still haven't even gone back to Pokemon Legends Arceus, whatever. Anyways, one of these days I will. Probably not.
Oh yeah.
I'll play Pokemon Violet and Scarlet and Violet when it comes out later this year. Anyways,
Gotcha.
so moving on from there, unless you want to take off because you want to take off, L? Are you good to go for another 10-15 minutes?
Yeah, yeah, I'm good.
All right. Let's talk about some of the games that came out this year, so far this year, because we're only in March and we already have some heavy hitters. We already have people talking about Game of the Year.
Oh yeah.
We have a game that is seemingly taking everything by storm right now,
Yeah.
like destroying Steam numbers, destroying sales numbers over in the UK, probably here in the
Mhm.
US too. I haven't seen sale numbers for the US. Let me look that up real quick. But take this away real quick, Elias, so I can look up the trailer
All
for
right.
Elden Ring.
So of course, that was about to say. I was just about to drop it. So the game that he's referring to, is Elden Ring. It's like it's crazy to me. Maybe I just never noticed it.
Mhm.
So of course, one of the social medias that I kind of partake into is TikTok, and I always see a lot of Elden Ring content. But maybe that's just the way of things move as far as like content, social media, and stuff.
Mhm.
But Elden Ring is everywhere. All the streamers that I follow play it from time to time, and they're really into it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, but I kind of get why. It for me it looks like a beautiful game. I love the boss battles and the mini boss battles that you play in there. And what's cool to me is that because I do want to play that game eventually, and I'm not usually good at these types of games where I can't remember if you said it last time. Elden Ring, what type of game is that? Because they're like a Souls game. They have what's what are they
The
considered?
Souls game, yeah. Souls game.
Souls. Yeah,
Yeah.
Souls game. And but I want to play through it because I've seen what's crazy is I don't know if you've ever seen like other people play it where if they play as like with like magic as their main thing
Mhm.
versus like having a sword. It's crazy like the stuff that people get into, the monsters they come across, and just how you can just be walking into a field somewhere and then randomly this freaking mini boss battle will happen or something, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but it seems I don't think maybe besides you, because I know you were talking about it was okay as far as the type of game that you play?
I will give my thoughts on it in a moment.
Oh, okay. Um, but like for the most part, man, I don't think I've seen anyone really give it a bad rating or say
Yeah.
that it's like not that great of a game. For the most part, I've just seen nothing but love shown to this video game.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and it's crazy how many people are playing this game.
Yeah.
It's wild to me.
Yeah. It's so it's crazy like how this has taken a hold of like the game industry right now.
Yes.
Um Over on gameindustry.biz, there's an article up from this was from, I don't know when this was written, March 3rd, that Elden Ring is the #1 selling game as of February 26th in the UK. It passed
Wow.
FIFA 22, which is insane.
That's crazy. Yeah.
FIFA is always a big hitter, especially in the
Of course.
UK,
And
in
you
Europe
yeah.
in general. It's usually a big hit, even here in the US, which is
Mhm.
always surprises me because nobody watches soccer in the US. I think that's a generalization, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but like that's crazy that Elden Ring was able to surpass FIFA 22,
Mhm.
Horizon Forbidden West over Grand Theft Auto. I just want to say I'm always surprised that Grand Theft Auto 5 is somehow still selling. And you know what?
Yeah. It's wild.
They're getting another release because it's coming out for
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and all that.
Ah,
So it's just gonna sell even more. But at this
yeah.
point, who the fuck has not played
I
Theft
know. Who
Auto?
hasn't? I know.
Anyways, back to Elden Ring. Pretty soon we're gonna be saying that like in a couple months. Who the fuck hasn't been playing Elden Ring by this point?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Elden Ring, man. It's crazy how it's just taking over. Like, I'm gonna let me look at Twitch real quick to see how many people are watching Elden Ring right now. Right now, it has it's not that much, 195K viewers on Twitch right now. Um, that's still impressive.
Yeah,
You
still
know,
crazy.
for a while it was getting over, close to a million type deal, and
Ooh.
it was getting insane. Like how many people were watching
Yeah.
it. The On the Steam side of things,
Mhm.
let me bring up that article real quick. On the Steam side of things, it reached almost a peak of and this is a article that was written February 28th, so the peak might have changed by this point,
Yeah.
but as of February 25th, it reached 800,000. Well, I'm saying this wrong. How do you say this? 861K.
861K, yeah,
And then
861,000.
yeah, and then 891,000. Um
891. Wow.
and it like that's insane. It like the number, just kept
That's
going up and
crazy.
going up and going up. And like even with some of the problems that it's been having on PC, I don't know if you've seen
Mhm.
this. There's people have been complaining about frame rates,
Yeah.
like it not performing very well on PC. Um,
Yeah.
but even with all of that, it's still doing extremely well on Steam on PC. So I can only imagine how well it's doing on PlayStation or Xbox or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like it's just insane. Um, it's for good reason. Elden Ring, even with my even for me, um,
Mhm.
I mentioned I spoke to you off stream about this, my thoughts on it. Even like with my feelings towards it, I recognize
Mhm.
why this is
Exactly.
an incredible game. Like there is a
Yeah.
lot to like here. There's a lot for people to dive into. Um, like just because the game is not speaking to me, it is clearly speaking to
A lot of people.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like Elden Ring, it it's for me. It's not the difficulty. It's
Mhm.
really what it comes down for me is that with Elden Ring, the reason why it's not speaking to me, why I don't absolutely love this game, I'm
Mhm.
enjoying the game. I like playing it,
Mhm.
but what's really prevents me from loving this game is that there's a lack of character urgency in terms of
Yeah.
story. Like
Yeah.
the story is kind of it's a whatever. It's there's no I don't find the story interesting at all. You're trying to become the Elden Lord. I don't even know why. I don't even know if it's mentioned at this point. Maybe I
Yeah.
missed it, but like I don't care. I don't care about the story. Don't care about the world really. I don't care about the lore building. None of that interests me at all. But I'm enjoying just the process of, leveling my character up, assigning my stats. I'm enjoying the, overcoming the challenge of a boss. I'm enjoying
Mhm.
those aspects, but like I've reached a wall where it's like I have no drive to keep going because I don't care
Mm.
about what's over at the next corner. I don't care about what what's going to happen if I complete if I once I beat all the bosses and get,
Yeah.
become the Elden Lord. I don't give a crap what happens because there's nothing in the game that's really sinking its teeth in me story-wise. And and because of that, I just don't feel like there's any urgency for your character outside of just the player challenge. Like
Exactly.
there's like my character doesn't have a voice at all there's no voice acting from your character other than the grunts and the dying
Mm.
when it dies it goes when it dies. That's about it. Other characters
No.
talk and stuff, but like your character doesn't.
Yeah.
So there's just like there's like a detachment for me like where like I can play games like Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West because I'm actually interested in the story. I'm actually
Mhm.
interested in seeing where it's going because I can I have characters and personalities I can get attached to, and I sense the urgency of Aloy's journey in Forbidden West, whereas in Elden Ring, my avatar, my character, the only thing that's pushing me forward is because there's a challenge that I want to overcome. That's not enough for me though.
Mm.
That's not enough for
No, of
me
course, of
as
course.
but recognize that a lot of people love it. A lot of people do say that it has a good story. My question is always what story, but you know,
No, definitely.
maybe people are seeing something I'm not, and that's the thing. Like and so I'm not going to say it has a bad story or anything. It's just the story isn't clicking with me. There's nothing that's pulling me into it that makes me want to learn more about this world, makes me want to learn about what the actual hell the story is about, why I
Mm.
should become the Elden Lord. I don't give a shit. I fought a dragon the other day and killed it. That was cool. But that's
Yeah.
but that's like the extent of my experience with it is like I killed something. It was cool. And
Mhm.
and I'm at the point now. I'm about 50 hours in of game time and I'm just like I don't care what happens after this. I'm probably going to play it
Yeah.
some more, but I'm also at the point where I feel like I've gotten enough out of this game that I don't need to see an ending because I don't think the ending actually matters.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. Yeah, no, this game definitely, to speak on that, it feels like it's a it I think what it is, it's like a game that everybody's trying to see what is it? Like, one, because the way if you remember how it was kind of like advertised when they're talking about how big the world is and
Yes.
how you can do so much and still not even, touch on the story,
Yeah.
because it's so open. It kind of feels like I think the reason why it's so popular is one, how big the world is and um how you can do all these crazy things and everybody's in their own little adventure of like, look what I found, look what I did this. And in a way we're kind of playing together in a
Yeah.
in a type of way. And I think that's why it's so popular. Whereas like you were saying, I also haven't heard anybody talk about the story. It's like there's been no mention of a story or
Yeah.
anything like that. And that's not a knock against the game, but I think it's like you said, it's one of those games that the story is not obvious and you kind of have to go out of your way to figure out what that story is.
Yeah.
Whereas like, like you said, Horizon Forbidden West, you kind of you're playing as this character and the game is like, this is the story, this is what's
Yeah.
happening, this is what's
This is
going
the
on.
journey you're going on.
Yeah, this is
Whereas
the Elden Ring is more of a pick your own adventure type of
yeah,
thing, where you have to go figure it out.
go out there, explore, have fun. And like
Exactly.
that exploration aspect, I enjoyed it for the
Yeah.
first 10 hours and then after that it was like, okay, someone please tell me what the hell I'm supposed to be doing cuz now
Exactly.
I'm just going in circles now. And I'm not having fun. Well,
Exactly. No, I get it.
I was having fun but also not having fun. It's a weird dynamic and it's one of those things with Elden Ring that I will say that like I have fun with it, but
Mhm.
at the same time it's that weird thing where I'm like, am I having fun with it? Am I actually enjoying my time with this? Like
Uh.
I'm getting mad at it, but I'm also like, it's, I'm getting mad because I'm dying over and over again, but that's also part of the process. And it does feel amazing when you're like, yes, I finally beat this stupid thing that's killed me 100 times at this point. But like, it's like one of those things. Am I actually enjoying this game or am I convincing myself that I'm enjoying this game? See, I don't know.
Mm.
But I also recognize like this game is probably game of the year, right? Like
Of course,
I
yeah.
don't I ca- I cannot see, and this is what I wanted to ask you.
Mhm.
Do you think there could be any game this year that could take a hold of a wide audience like this? Do you think like
Mm.
if God of War, the sequel to
Oh.
2018 actually drops this year, or if Breath of the
Mm.
Wild 2 drops this year, do you think they could take a hold the way Elden Ring has? Like,
Man, that's a great question. When you said God of War, I was like maybe, but then I was like, no, I don't think God of War could overtake it. As good as a game that would be.
yeah,
Um, and then I was thinking, well, maybe Zelda, maybe Breath of the Wild 2, if it did come out. But then I was like, even that is, I don't know if people would just talk about it that much.
yeah,
I don't know.
it's
I don't think so far I haven't seen a game or seen like in the schedule a game that could possibly overthrow Elden Ring.
yeah,
I don't see one.
yeah, same. Like, it's like even with like, I'm gonna tell right now, Elden Ring's not my game of the year. Like, it's not even
Yeah, yeah.
it's not even gonna. I have a feeling it's not even gonna be in my top 10 favorite games of the year. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
I'm the odd one out. You know, if we're still going strong in
Uh-huh.
2023, we'll do a 2022 game of the year episode.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and Elden Ring won't even be in my top 10 list. But like as a whole, as the industry, as the video game industry as a whole, like the IGNs, the GameSpots, the video game
Mhm.
awards,
Mhm.
I have a feeling Elden Ring is going to sweep through all of that. They're gonna
Of course.
it's gonna win Game of the Year at Game Awards. It's gonna win Game of the Year at IGN,
Yeah.
GameSpot, all of those other outlets. Like I just can't imagine this not the like because right now it's like this is all anybody really talks about, really plays.
Of
Um,
course. This is
and like
the darling of the video game world.
yeah, and like and have you seen the memes going around about Horizon Forbidden West? Um,
Uh-uh.
because okay, so Horizon Forbidden or Horizon Zero Dawn when it came out, a week later, Zelda Breath of the Wild came out. Horizon Forbidden West comes out, a week later, Elden Ring came out.
Oh my
And
god, horrible
it
timing.
just keeps getting overshadowed because like both Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West are great freaking games.
Yeah, I've heard great things
better
about them.
better games just come out right afterwards, and so people
That's
are like,
wild.
so there's like memes going around joking like, can't wait for the next Horizon game to come out because that means the game that comes out right after it's going to be
Oh
the
my
best game
god.
ever. It's going to be Half-Life 3.
Oh my
It's that
god.
sort of thing. Like, I'm like, yeah, that would track for sure. It's just
That's
like, man,
crazy.
and like, and here's the thing, like Forbidden West, or yeah, Forbidden West, yeah, yeah. I'm getting confused because Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, I keep forgetting which one came first. The one
Uh-huh.
Forbidden West is the most recent one.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a great
yeah.
game. I'm enjoying it. I haven't completed it yet because I only play it when I only play Forbidden West when I'm on stream.
Mhm.
Um, and I love it. I love it. I love it to death. I think it's a great game. I'm enjoying it more than I have enjoyed my time with Elden Ring.
Mhm.
But that's just because like I'm interested in the story. I like
Mhm.
Aloy as a character. I like the cast of characters that Aloy surrounds herself with,
Mhm.
or that Aloy finds herself with. Varl's cool. I can't remember any other characters' names right now, so I guess I guess the game sucks.
No. No.
But Varl's the only one I can remember right now. But yeah, I like the world. And it's because it's giving me more incentive to connect with the
Oh, yeah.
story.
Yeah, to connect with. There
There's emotional
yeah.
beats where
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I know why Aloy is doing what she's doing. Oh, I know why this character is doing this. There's emotional beats.
Of
Elden
course.
Ring doesn't have that for me. I have
Yeah.
no emotional connection to anything in this world or any of these characters. I just don't. Yeah. So I'm just repeating myself at that point. But
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I
like
get it. In a sense, I was gonna say that it feels more so that Elden Ring, you are the character, and that maybe that's the reason why there's no connection. Whereas Forbidden West, you're playing as this character, seeing the story through
yeah,
through their adventure and stuff. And so Elden Ring is more so like, hey, you're creating this character, you're choosing this character, and now you're going to go make your own story, and
yeah,
and so on and so forth. But I get it; it makes perfect sense. I definitely get it because yeah, like for Forbidden West, I've been hearing a lot of great things of it, and I probably would make have a better connection with that because of the story. Because I'm drawn to story games as well.
Yeah.
After a while, this game you have to have the motivation to explore this world.
Yeah.
So
And like the exploration for the sake of exploration doesn't do it for me. Like
yeah, I
like
get it.
yeah. It just
Makes
doesn't. All right, so I'm gonna fire off some games for you, and you can tell
Mhm.
me if you've seen them, checked them out. We don't have
Mhm.
to dive too long because we've gone quite a bit of time here already. But
Okay.
we've touched on Forbidden West, so I won't bring
Mhm.
Forbidden West. Dying Light 2. What are your thoughts so far from what you've seen?
From what I've seen, I want to play it.
Nobody cares. It fucking sucks. Moving on. Destiny 2, Witch Queen. What did you think about Destiny 2, Witch Queen? I've heard a lot of good things about Witch Queen. I hear it's
I heard it's really hard.
yeah, I've heard it's really hard. I heard it's really fun. I heard the grind is pretty like the new way to grind for stuff is
Oh, okay.
keeping people in and stuff. We can go back to Dying Light 2. I'm sorry. I just
No. You're cool. Like I've just seen, I've seen you play it, and I've seen a few other streamers play it, and it seems cool. I like the idea of it, and
yeah,
so that's all I had to say.
yeah. Ubisoft just sent me an email saying available now, Dawn of Ragnarok. I think that's for Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Anyways,
Oh,
it was just in my emails. Rainbow Six Extraction. Have you checked that
haven't
out?
heard of it. Have not
It's
heard it. Have not seen it.
what the fuck? Okay, so you know what Rainbow Six, right? Is Rainbow Six
Yeah,
Siege?
yeah.
Yeah. So Rainbow Six Extraction is just Siege, but it's co-op instead of PV. It's PVE instead of PvP.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
you're just you're fight. Think like Left 4 Dead, basically.
Gotcha.
You have like certain missions that you have to do. They like have objectives on these levels that you do. But
Mhm.
you have the same characters that you have in Siege, like the operators and stuff. I enjoy it. I enjoyed it for the whole 2 hours that I played of it. It's just Rainbow Six is not for me because it's a multiplayer game. You gotta
Yeah.
get a team and you gotta work together and all that stuff. And that's the same with Extraction. To really succeed in Extraction, you kind of need a team. You can play solo, but playing it solo, I just found myself kind of like, well, I feel like I need somebody to play with. When I played it
Gotcha.
solo, it was like, yeah, this game is you can play solo, but you really do need to have a
Uh,
teammate. You really need to have because you can play with up to 2 other people, I believe.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So and the cool thing is like the one cool thing that I really like about Extraction is that if you like die in the mission,
Mhm.
your operator if so if you die in the mission and your teammates extract out of the mission without reviving you or resing you or whatever, you lose access to that operator, and
Oh.
you have to go rescue that operator with another character.
Oh, wow.
So like you have to be like, guys, freaking save me, because if like
Save me,
if
yeah.
you have like a level 20 character, because it also has a level system and like certain abilities and stuff. So if you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
like level 20 character, you got to be like, guys, go back and get my fucking body, because this is the only character I've been playing. All my other
Oh my
characters are level
god.
1. So like it encourages you to play multiple different characters. So you don't just have that one character constantly playing, because if that one character dies, but you only have like everybody else is only level 1, then it's like
Of course, yeah.
it's gonna be very difficult to get it back. So Rainbow
Oh,
Six
man.
Extraction is pretty cool. I like I said, I enjoyed it for the 2-ish hours that I played of it. Um,
Nice.
Pokemon Legends Arceus.
So this game, I've seen it. I've seen people play it. I've watched it.
Yep.
It looked interesting for a little bit, and then it kind of came and went.
Yeah.
What it feels like, and so,
Yep. Yep.
but it was interesting. I like the things they were trying out as far as like that open world,
Uh-huh.
feeling, and that was cool to run across certain things, like Pokemon out in the open fields and things like that.
Yeah.
Seemed cool. It kind of makes me think about the next Pokemon Gen 9 that's coming out, and so gets me excited for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. I only play it on stream. This is like that with all games that I play pretty much
Uh,
now. And I've just not gone back to it. Like, as much as I love Pokemon and as much as I like the idea of Legends Arceus, I just haven't had a real desire to go back and play it.
uh,
It's like the last time I played it was my birthday stream. So that was February 12th. So it's been a while. And I just haven't had that urge to play it. Like it's just
yeah.
it's I haven't had I haven't had the urge to turn on my Switch at all, really. Um,
Mm.
but next up, little indie darling. That's currently my game of the year right now. I don't think it's gonna
Ollie
stay.
Ollie.
I don't think it's gonna stay. I don't think it's gonna stay my game of the year, but I really, really like Ollie Ollie World.
That looks like a fun game.
It's visually beautiful. It has a very simple story, but it's a simple story, but it's enough to make me go, yeah, I want to become the freaking I can't remember what they call it, but the skate guru god person.
Uh-huh.
I want to become the best freaking skateboarder in the freaking game. Damn. I suck at that game though. This is a game that I'm really bad at that I
Mhm.
absolutely love. So,
It looks cool. I like the look of it, and it seems like a really cool. It kind of reminds me of the way that when you play it, it reminds me of Trials. You remember Trials?
yeah, Trials, yeah.
It has that type of feel to it, but this one looks a little bit like a different take on it, of course, with the skateboarding.
Yeah,
But it looks fun to play. Trials was always fun to play. I remember playing that all the time.
yeah. Ollie Ollie World is a technically sequel. There was Ollie Ollie 1 and Ollie Ollie 2. So this
Ah,
is a series. This is a continuation of it. This is just
nice,
bigger, better, and
nice.
all that. But yeah, I love Ollie Ollie World. It's currently my game of the year. I don't think it's going to stay that way. And then we have Sifu, which we just added during the show.
Oh yeah, seafood. That game looks cool to me.
Um,
I like the idea of it in a way. It's not really a side scroller, but it's like it has that feeling of it.
yeah,
Um, and I like the battles, and it's fun to watch people. Like I like the idea of kind of the same in the same vein of Hades, where if you die you get stronger, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
so it looks
Well,
cool. I like the design. Or
Hades, you don't get stronger, but you keep
oh
like you get like perks to that you can level
oh,
up and
gotcha,
stuff.
gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha, gotcha. Yeah.
yeah,
So it's interesting. I liked it. It looked cool, but
yeah,
kind of like in the way of other things, Elden Ring kind of just knocked it out.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Sifu had that unfortunate like position of being coming out around Forbidden West
yeah,
and Elden Ring.
yeah, yeah.
Because like yeah, I saw a lot of buzz about it and then it quickly like disappeared.
Hmm.
I haven't played it yet. I don't necessarily know if it is a game for me because of the
Yeah,
roguelike elements to it and stuff, but
yeah.
I the stuff I've seen with it, I think it looks awesome. Have you seen
Hmm.
the yeah, let me see if I can find it real quick. There's someone modded it because it's also on PC. It's on PlayStation and PC. And someone modded on PC to have Daredevil instead of the
Yeah, I
character,
saw
and
that.
it's going through
Crazy.
the hallway fighting and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I was
so
like, that's
cool.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
little
really cool.
nod to the Netflix show,
Uh
which
huh.
that's going to be on Disney Plus soon. They
Yep.
took it off Netflix, put it on Disney Plus. But this is a video game show, and we are also done. That we've reached the end of the doc. We have nothing else to talk
Hey,
about unless you want to talk about something. You got a game
no.
you got a game? Here, I got a game for you. I got one more game. My mic is
I'm
falling
anxiously,
my mic is falling down.
I'm anxiously waiting. I'm like, all right, what's this game? What's this?
So, you
Oh boy.
take a cup,
Oh
or you
boy.
take a cup
Oh
like this,
boy.
and you put a ball in it. There you go, that's the game. Game of the year right there. How easy is that? You take a
Oh
little
my god.
ping pong ball, ping pong.
Pig-
All right, we're losing our gosh darn mind. We are going to get out of here. Thank you all so much for joining us. What do you have to say? I saw
Yes.
your finger.
Before we go, for the audio listeners, or if you're watching this on YouTube, we have an Instagram account now. It's Respawn Please, or excuse me, at Respawn Please Podcast, and then there's also a TikTok. If you're on TikTok, follow us on there as well, which is Respawn Please Podcast as well. So it's the same. What's the YouTube? It's just Respawn Please, is it?
Yeah, it's Respawn
Or
Please. I will
yeah,
update it to say Respawn Please Podcast. Um,
yes.
because I'm a dum dum and I don't think of things. Yeah.
But say all that to say that follow us on social media, because that's where we post clips, highlights, or probably start posting just gaming news on there as well, just to kind of put it out there. Also, if you're watching this live on Twitch, because we're live on Twitch, right?
Yeah, we're live on Twitch. We're
Of
live right
course.
now.
Hey, Twitch. We stream the podcast every Thursday at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. And so at twitch.tv/respawnplea. And if not, you can watch the YouTube version as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And we also are on Twitter at
oh yeah,
respawn_please.
yes.
We're there too. Nothing is
Nice.
posted. Nothing is posted. I forgot to post that we're going live. You're supposed to handle the social media stuff. I don't do this shit.
I know.
I can't do
I
this shit. I suck at social media. Anyways.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's about it. We will be back next week talking about something. I gotta figure that out.
We'll be back. Appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Peace.
And don't fall down a well. Bye.